Thousands of students walk this campus daily. I wonder how many of them know that the area where the University of Ottawa is situated is the traditional territory of many Algonquin families. This campus was once year-round homes for the families, and they used this area not only for spiritual and social gatherings, but for geopolitical ones as well. Autres nations étaient invitées à faire du commerce et à participer à des cérémonies sur ce lieu. With the arrival of European settlers, these families were forcibly removed by the Oblates so that what is now the University of Ottawa could be built. Malgré les recherches qui ont déjà été commencées sur ce sujet, il reste encore plusieurs questions à répondre. With this in mind, the class of EAS 3101 Research Methodologies in Indigenous Studies gave themselves the duty to investigate the Oblates' relation with the Algonquin Nation and other First Nations living in and around the Ottawa Valley during the 1840s and 1960s, the role of the University and Oblates in colonizing the Ottawa Valley, and the role of the University and Oblates in devising and spreading residential schools across Western Canada. With this research gained through academic sources, grey literature, archives, and oral history, we aim to answer the questions which have been left unanswered, fill in the gaps in research, listen to the voices silenced in the past, respond to the Truth and Reconciliation Commission's call to action, change attitudes, improve Indigenous student well-being, challenge injustices of the past and present, and educate all peoples. Cette recherche profitera à la nation algonquine qui vient de la vallée de l'Outaouais en leur donnant du pouvoir par la connaissance, en leur fournissant un aperçu véritable de ce qui s'est passé par rapport aux actions des Oblats et du Collège de Bytown. So, after months of hard work, here it is, our final findings. Thank you, merci, miigwech, for joining us on this learning journey. From 1791 to 1840, the Ottawa Valley was being settled and controlled by the English, leaving the Algonquin people to lose their rights to own their traditional lands in the Ottawa area. Elder Claudette Commanda shared that many families, such as the Pinessi, were ripped from their homes and displaced because the Oblates wanted to build the College of Bytown on the land they occupied. The college would later become the University of Ottawa. Philemon Wright peut être reconnu comme l'un des premiers colons de la région d'Ottawa et de Gatineau. Il s'est établi avec 5 familles et 33 hommes. Bien qu'il ait promis qu'il n'utiliserait pas la terre pour l'exploitation forestière, il l'a quand même fait. By the 1840s, lumber replaced the fur trade as the primary economic force, and the First Nations people were beginning to have difficulty hunting and trapping due to deforestation. In the end, many Indigenous people saw their standard of living fall, and many of their hunting territories ended up for sale. In 1848, St. Joseph's College of Bytown was founded by Bishop Guige and staffed Oblates. Many notable Oblates had completed their studies between 1848 and 1885 at the University of Ottawa and assumed position all across the country involving missions in settler and First Nation communities. La mission de répandre le christianisme auprès des peuples autochtones au Canada était un plan complexe dont les Oblats de Mary Immaculate étaient les acteurs principaux. La propagation des pensionnats s'agissait d'un très large système qui impliquait de nombreux acteurs, donc nous reconnaissons qu'on ne peut pas accuser quelques individus comme étant les responsables. But with regards to the University of Ottawa, it is important to acknowledge the part that the university played in colonizing the Indigenous peoples of Canada and the spread of residential schools. For example, Oblate Archibald Fleury was an Oblate who completed his studies at the University of Ottawa. He later was sent to 3 residential schools. To this day, many Algonquins are still impacted by settlement of the English and the spread of residential schools. In 1991, the Oblates of Mary Immaculate have addressed and apologized to the First Nations people of Canada. They acknowledge their role in the atrocities that the First Nations people have gone through and recognize that their actions still affect communities to this day. Tout au long de ce projet, nous avons appris de nombreuses leçons de vie. L'histoire est quelque chose qui ne peut pas être défaite. Reconnaître la vérité, apprendre du passé et de réconcilier avec des bonnes intentions est la seule manière d'aller de l'avant. So, what is the value of this research? Why does it matter? How will we use it? Well, the value of our research lies in the silenced voices, which have not been heard over the past decades. These voices will now be able to shed light on the past events and help us put together a factual account. Sans des informations véridiques et factuelles de ce qui s'est passé, les gens continueront à faire des suppositions et à croire les préjugés qu'ils entendent autour d'eux. Sans la vérité, ils n'ont rien d'autre sur quoi baser leurs pensées. This information is important not only to empower those silenced voices in the past, but also to educate those living in the present.